This episode, we talk about the environment, and I invent the turducken burial style. And we did talked about our trip to San Francisco and the mystery spot. And Craig's kids had something called Steam Night, and you hear me say a lot as usual. That's why you watch Are We Dead Yet for the uhs. So welcome to episode motherfucking 5 or 6. I don't know.
5. I started on season 1, episode 1 of the X-Files, and I've been powering through them, so I'll believe anything right now.
Dude, I've been meaning to do that. I haven't, but it is that's a lot of time to put in.
It's amazing, though. It's so good. I forgot how good that show was. It's so good.
I remember when fucking Mulder left, it was the best thing ever. I was so sick of him.
Get out of here.
I was. Well, now that you're going to watch it, tell me that they didn't even make you want to fucking hate him so that you can...
No, I mean, I'm 5 episodes in and I'm sick of him a little bit. He's just so fucking smug about everything and ridiculous.
Dude, when he left, I was like, God, I honestly think I remember thinking, they set him up for that. Like, for me to be okay with it, because I fucking hated him like that whole fucking season.
Dude, I didn't know they came out with a movie like 2-3 years ago.
Well, no, it was a while. More than 2.
Was it?
Yeah. Because I went and saw it with my, a dream girl that's too good for me.
Really?
Yeah. No, she's fucking definitely too good for me. I've seen, the first 3 Spider-Mans with her. I've seen her with a few movies. I saw E Tu Mama Tommy in with her, which is fucking awesome. And she looks a little like the fucking... You never seen it?
No.
Oh, we'll see it.
Okay.
Beautiful movie. One of my favorites.
Right on.
And hot naked chick in it.
Really?
Yeah. It's a fucking great movie. Get the unrated version, which is the real version.
Yeah.
That was out in theaters and stuff. Yeah. No, it's good. Yeah, she's too fucking good for me, man.
Do I know this chick?
No, not at all. She's out here. She's working with, right now, I think.
Really?
And that's not even why she's too good for me. Although she did let fucking, I have to edit it out, but I'll finish the story.
I mean, sometimes you got to take one for the team.
What's so awful is, and this is another reason why she's too good for me, is she had to one time tell me, don't tell that story to my friends. Keep me down. I wrote her a fucking badass love letter, though. Fucking good. Although the few times I've written love letters, they're fucking awesome. Love letters are the biggest load of bullshit. If a person doesn't already love you, they don't give a fuck about them.
Yeah.
I've written in the last, decade of my life, a couple of them, and they're fucking awesome. Even the one that I mentioned my first time I had anal.
I'll never forget it. But if you're going to tell a story about me, I'd rather you, tell me you're going to write it down.
I said it was Greg.
Greg with a C.
Yeah. All right. So years ago, what was it? It must have been high school. No, it was when I was at Brookhaven. Fucking Craig over here fucked this goddamn troll one night. And, she had lipstick on, and it was sideways here. And it looked like a 3D person. Anyway, he fucks his fucking troll. Next day, he's fucking sleeping in my apartment in Brookhaven, and he somehow ended up with her keys. So I have to fucking take these fucking keys back to this girl, and he tells me her name is Jasmine. So I go to take her goddamn keys back. I give them to her. I'm like, hey, Jasmine. She goes, oh, no, my name's Jeanette. I go, all right. So I go back home, see Craig. I'm like, hey, her name's Jeanette. He goes, that's why she didn't get any of my Aladdin jokes.
I thought she was just retarded. I was like, have you not seen Aladdin?
No. All right, to add that on. And really the reason I told this, and Craig already knows that, 15 years later, I meet her up again in fucking LA. Like 2 weeks ago. And I realized that me and Craig haven't ever, been Eskimo brothers. Weird, because I'm Eskimo brothers with a lot of fucking people that I love. So anyway, I go out with her. Like, she's a sweetheart, but yeah, nothing. So at this date that I'm at, first of all, we go to a bar that's shaped like a keg. That's what's fucking cool. It's a hipster fucking whiskey bar with beers also. They had Shiner Oh, okay. They had Shiner Bock and shit. Anyway, I'm chatting with her and I don't give a fuck. I don't give a shit. I'm fucking telling, like, this not being a good person at all. And anyway, wasn't that interesting? I told her that story. That's because she had never heard it before. I don't know. I couldn't believe she recognized me. So I tell her that story. She's like, "No, I don't even know that movie." And I go, "Well, you would if you were called Jasmine. If you'd heard him your whole fucking life." At the end of that, at one point, this is how bad it got. I'm talking about for some reason it got it, and I know I brought it up, I'm sure, and I don't know how I worked it into it. Was what grossest thing you've ever done sexually, like the grossest place you've ever had sex? And I say it was on top of a dumpster, and which, I don't know, I guess it sounds the grossest, but the top was fucking down and I wasn't even on it, so I was standing next to it. So, I mean, for me, but conversation goes on, and then I have this thought in my head, and I say it out loud, of course, is I've never fucked in a porta potty. I've never heard a porta potty story, and I'm like, that's fucking weird. She goes, oh, well, I've fucked in a porta potty. Oh my god. And I'm like, that's fucking way grosser. And she's like, oh no, you know, because she was from Dallas. She's like, at rodeos and stuff back in high school.
At rodeos. Deal breaker.
No, that was the first time I got interested. Was the fucking rodeo possibility. Oh, goddamn. Yeah, it was a fucking interesting situation. Oh, we are not fucking Eskimo brothers. Oh, god damn. So my fucking ass crack is like a fucking trail of tears of pain for the last 2 weeks, dude. You don't understand. So I have hemorrhoids already, ingrown motherfucking taint hair. That sucks, but I also have this fucking polynoidal cyst on my back. I mentioned it to you. And, on occasions it gets infected. It hadn't been infected in fucking years. And it requires surgery to get rid of. So it's there. So what it feels like, it's in that little butt crack dimple that we have, which, what the fuck? Yeah. What is that for? Like putting cigarettes out in? I don't know.
That's what I do with mine.
That's what you, with your own? I meant the girls, but.
Oh, no, I'm fine right now.
So it feels like you're giving birth through that, a pool ball. There's this huge fucking, the most painful fucking thick blister caught. Usually they're a little bit above. Caught, though, in not even like in the middle where it's squeezing. It's coming out of one cheek, so it's just constantly has pressure on it.
Ugh.
Like, there's no like comfortable position or anything. Like standing is the best, and it still fucking is hurting while like just throbbing and shit. Normally it'll pop because I like stretch it and shit and do stuff that they say to do. Because all I wanted to do is pop. It feels so fucking great. But I can't. I'm like laid up when it's out. Like I can't do anything. It's like
and you can't pop it with the needle.
First of all, it's in the worst fucking position to do that. Secondly, it's so thick. Okay, this was so painful that I got twice. 5 in the morning, woke up in fucking pain on the fucking ground in the fetal position, trying to fucking stick a needle in. That's a difficult thing to do. Right next to your butt crack, butthole, and you don't realize how tender that fucking area is until you fucking stick a pin in that fucking little extra taint thing. But the thing is it's so thick that it's like a balloon with a piece of tape on it. You know, you stick a pin in there and it keeps it. It doesn't fucking help. Like with pushing on it and shit. No. You know those little tweezers that are like scissors, but it's flat at the end?
Yeah.
And shit. It got so bad, and I knew that the pin wasn't working because I'd been fucking. I mean, blood is coming out of me and shit.
Oh my god!
From the fucking pin. So I get one of those tweezer fucking things, and I'm grabbing it and twisting, trying to fucking like rip a fucking hole in it. And I'm getting all my fucking butthole hair, and fucking, I mean, I'm on the ground in the bathroom, butt naked, just trying to get this fucking thing, using the other hand, you know, to lead it to where it is and stuff.
Oh my god!
Because it's about the size of, I'd say, half a ping pong ball, is what you can see. And I mean, it's thick and throbbing. So finally, I go to this fucking doctor because it's been a couple days and I can't do it anymore. And first of all, I was going to go to the doctor before, but my doctor's moved to Beverly Hills because I guess he became a good doctor. So I find this place down the street called Medico Grande, the hospital or a doctor's office, right? Don't need appointments, just gotta walk in. My fucking type of place. Takes fucking Medi-Cal. Awesome. Go there. It's fucking like worse than a med stop. Like bugs fucking crawling around and shit in the waiting room. You know, shitty plastic chairs. Everything's in Spanish. Like there's no sign is in fucking little English also. Like there's no, I mean, not that it's bad, but I feel like this safety sign should be in English also.
Right.
Like I get that you cater to a certain group. So I go up, I give her my insurance card. The girl just barely looks at it, just goes, "We don't cover this." Now, every other place I've gone to, this card's really letting you know, like, I have insurance, call this number or whatever. Not call a number, but, you know, type it in and it'll tell you what. She doesn't do that. But I'm happy. I'm about to get this shit done. I'm like, all right, I'll deal with that later. I'm like, cool. Plus, how much can it cost? All I need is somebody that can see what they're doing to take a pitch blade and fucking go, meh. Like, that's what I need. And, like, I mean, I'm sure there's something better way to do it, but that's really all I need. So, anyway, I go in there, fucking have to explain it to the nurse. Everybody speaks perfect English up there. Then the nurse, doctor comes in. Now, the doctor, everybody's been Mexican though, right? The doctor's Jamaican. I know that the look I gave him could have been interpreted as, there's a fucking black doctor. And because I was so shocked when he walked in, and I immediately go, "Oh goddamn! I bet that's how he read that look." And all. So now he's got me like bent over, checks it out, like, "Yeah, we got to drain that. Let me get the money person in here." So the money lady comes in, and she's the first person that doesn't speak English very good at all. Of course. So she's like, tells me something about like sending a sample somewhere, and that costs, X amount of money. I'm like, no, I don't need that. What else was there? Like a shot of antibiotics, and then like, do you want to fill your prescription here? And I was like, no, I don't want to do that because y'all don't take my insurance and shit.
Yeah.
So it sounds to me like it comes up to $120 because I came in to get this thing drained. All right, there we go. Go pay the $120, and they're like, go back to the room. So I go back to the room. Someone comes in, gives me a fucking shot of antibiotics, and leaves. And I'm there for a while. Like this place, and I was in 2 different exam rooms at different points, and both of them, their sinks were held up with crutches that had the tops cut off.
Perfect.
Like I have pictures. So also in the room, you know how like places will have that. So I'm waiting in this room, and this is how I like discover these other things. I'm looking at what, because everything's in Spanish, so there's really nothing for me to read. I'm standing this whole time. I need a fucking cigarette really fucking bad. I've been there, like I started waiting I've been there for 45 minutes. An hour is going by during me looking around. So I'm looking at, and every now and then I peek out, I'm like, hey, y'all didn't forget about me. No, we didn't. But they have one of those signs, that I have on doors, like, should be cleaned every day, and then, like, someone's supposed to do their signature, like, we did that.
Oh, sure, yeah.
This could not be right, because it was totally clean in this fucking room, even though the equipment was, old and shit. Like, and I like places like that. Like, it makes me think, like, you're trying to help the community, you're doing the best you can. Like, I'm super stoked for that. So, up till now, I'm still happy. Also, I'm in pain and I need a motherfucking cigarette, but I'm still fucking happy. And I see this sign, and if you took this sign for what it's worth, the one and only time it was cleaned, and up till now, starting January 2014, was October. In October in 2014 was the only time it was apparently cleaned. Just take it down. Like, I get it. You don't need to use the signs. The signs are stupid. Take the fucking sign down. You have it up here. Anyway, fucking more time goes by. Finally, I come out again, and I'm like, what's going on? And the fucking money lady comes by this time and goes, oh, you're done. I'm like, no, I came here to get this drain and stuff. Oh, no, you didn't want that. Well, of course I fucking wanted that. That was the whole fucking reason I was here. She's like, oh, for that, it'll be $500. $500 for this? And, like, I'm a nice person with fucking customer service. I don't know if I've ever been so fucking mean. Like, she's like, I'm sorry. I'm like, no, you're fucking not. I go out, I'm like, cash register person. I'm like, I want to know what the fuck I just paid for. Exactly what I paid for. I'm making a fucking scene. One of the doctors comes out and is like, is everything okay? I'm like, no, everything's not okay. You want $500 to cut my fucking ass? So I fucking leave. I fucking call Margaret outside, like right outside the place, and on purpose, too. Like, to bitch about this fucking shit while I'm there, and I'm fucking cunt this and cunt that. Standing right outside the waiting room with that little fucking glass between us. The doctor that came up earlier comes out and like kind of stands there and hangs out. I don't know why. I'm assuming it's because there's a crazy person screaming outside his fucking establishment.
He was trying to learn how to cuss in English.
Oh my! Yeah. Oh fuck, dude. So then I'm just gonna go to the goddamn emergency room, and which is what I should have done to begin with. But and it popped before then.
Oh my god.
So yeah, how's your shit going?
Dude, it's going good. We fucking everybody had strep and shit, so we had to use some of our Mexico antibiotics.
Awesome.
And dude, it just saves the fucking doctor's bill, man. They fucking murder you for that. And
hey, you be quiet. You fucking be quiet. We have the best goddamn healthcare system in the world.
Yeah, except for like most of Europe and Canada and probably Australia and parts of Asia, we definitely have the best.
Yeah.
Just besides those, we've got it.
Besides those, yeah. Wow.
Yeah, I mean, like, we've definitely got like Belize and Brazil licked. But
you think? I wouldn't be surprised if Brazil has a pretty good healthcare system.
Only for stabbings.
Only for
They have a lot of antibiotics and stitches. So I'm watching TV and it says 4 out of 5 dentists recommend this toothpaste, right?
Yeah.
And I'm like, why the fuck would you use that toothpaste? Because dentists don't make money unless your teeth are fucked up. If your teeth are good, they don't get to see you. You know, it's like 7 out of 8, like, fucking fat doctors recommend going to Golden Corral or CC's, right? Or like 9 out of 10 mechanics recommend like pissing in your gas tank. Like, no shit they do, because it fucks your stuff up. So if 4 out of 5 dentists don't, who's that one dentist that's honest? Like, don't use that shit. It's not going to matter. It's going to fuck your teeth up. Because I'm pretty sure my kid's toothpaste has sugar in it. Because it tastes good. And there's no way it should taste good. Like, it tastes good like wore out a jelly, grab the toothpaste. Like, it tastes that good. It's like bubblegum flavored toothpaste. So there's no way it's good for their teeth. Like, it's impossible for it to be good for their teeth. So I've actually used it to line the rim of a shot glass before when I was out of everything. Just vodka with bubblegum toothpaste around it, and it was magic.
Dude,
magic.
I think you could probably run on everything you've just said, like in Texas for Congress. Like, I'm pretty sure that conspiracy theory is good enough for Texas.
I could filibuster a couple days on it.
Yeah, dude. I'm pretty sure they'd buy that shit.
It's like 4 out of 5 NRA members recommend Uzis. Well, no shit they do. It's still a bad idea.
You know what I want us to do?
What's up?
Just talking about retarded fucking arguments for things, like not trusting. Because all the stuff you're saying reminds me of the whole, like, oh, it's the 1 out of 1,000 scientists that doesn't believe in climate change. I just want to get a vote. Are we going to try anything or not? Because if we're not, I just want to stop thinking about it. I'm going to fuck the world. I don't give a shit about your kids. But let's just get it over with.
Dude, I tried now.
Huh?
Like, if we're not going to do anything, let's just embrace that we're not going to do it. And
yeah.
Fucking everybody can take their mufflers off and be loud, fucking smoke, and do whatever the fuck aerosol in the air. Just own that shit.
That's what I'm talking about.
Torching on their lunch break and stuff.
Like, I just want it to be decided. Let's stop arguing. Are we going to go with scientists or are we going to say no? Like, fine, I'm sick of the fucking conversation. Let's just move on and talk about something important like abortion. And how that... Here's how you make abortion fucking you get abortion completely legal. Figure out stem cells. Uh-huh. There will be fucking factories of abortions where a girl's job is to fucking go get pregnant and fucking get aborted. And that'll be what you do for your day. What do? I get abortion.
Just like a broodmare horse, just fucking pumping them out.
Oh, goddamn. That's the fucking key. No, I'm sick of it.
Well, see, then we can do our whole legal prostitution thing. Like, that's just hand in hand. Right there, that's perfect.
Here we go.
All the world's problems solved. Until we get the stem cells right, and we fucked around and didn't take care of global warming, and then we're like, we're all healthy, but we're fucking done. Like, that's what we should do. And just embrace the badness. Like, 4th of July, no fireworks show, but we're going to blow up an old town with an atomic bomb. Just come watch. Get right outside the fallout zone and just watch that shit go off.
There's the plan. That should be your sneaky plan. Your secret. Oh fuck, man. Your kids are dead.
They are.
Your kids are so fucked.
They are.
And I just don't want to care anymore. I don't want to get frustrated about it. I don't want to. Sorry.
Well, it's like the Dead Sea. I'm reading today that the Dead Sea is drying up.
Uh-huh.
Like, it's over with. Like, now it's just a little salty, polluted pond.
Uh-huh.
Like, don't you remember watching that shit when you were little where you could just go float in the Dead Sea?
Hell yeah.
For you? It's done. It's over with. Like, how
I think you'd be able to float better.
No, they're saying it's so thick now, it's just like walking through, like, salt mash. And, like, I'm looking at it, we have fucking Wet n Wild with, like, 25 giant wave pools, and we're letting the Dead Sea fucking die. Like, it doesn't make any fucking sense to me. Are they out of water over there? Can they not put water in the Dead Sea? Like, what is happening? I don't know. Pull one of the glaciers that's melting down there and just fucking redistribute that shit.
Well, I mean, I would be more surprised if it was called, like, the Eternal Sea. The Dead Sea. I mean, you gotta say
it does make you not care about it.
Somebody like of all the names they could have done, like just here, the Dead Sea's dead. No shit.
That's like when people swim in the lazy river, and you're like, "It's called the lazy river, motherfucker." Like, what are you doing? Just be lazy. Okay, so I'm like 8 years old in the lazy river, and I've got goggles on. Okay, I don't know. I'm not thinking about girls, about any of that shit at 8 years old. I'm literally exploring the lazy river with my goggles.
Yeah.
Well, this girl is there, and my parents are a little bit behind me. I'm going up, not being lazy in it. And this girl is, I guess, thinking I'm checking her out underwater. Okay? No way was I doing. No fucking way. But I'm underwater, and she grabs my mask and pulls it off of me. So water gets in my face. And I got up as an 8-year-old and smacked the shit out of that woman. And my parents lost their mind. Like, I just got up and immediately just fucking slammed her. And she was telling my parents that he shouldn't be down there doing that, all that. And my mom gets like mama bear on her. Like, just like fucking. Like, I thought she was going to start pulling out clumps of hair. You know, it was fucking awesome. We tell that story every Thanksgiving. Like, it's one of our greatest family moments. It's like, remember the time that I hit that woman and you had my back? It's like a great little, like...
Except she regrets it every day.
I guarantee you she does.
She's like, God, I wish I'd let her drown him. I should have just...
And every girl that I hit after that, I'm like, no, my mom thinks this is cool.
Yeah.
It's okay.
When I was a kid, we had been to the water slide in fucking Galveston. Not Wet and Wild, just like 2 slides.
Flutterbond.
No.
Oh.
It was called, I know what you're talking about. It's not that one. That's the one with the fucking mats.
Yeah.
Which I never been to one like that before and tried to go down it without a mat. I didn't understand. I mean, I had the mat, but I thought it was just like a thing I had to hold for some retarded reason. And so I fucking got all cut up and shit. Not that story, though.
You're just going down.
I just thought, like, I jumped on it, but then I wanted to, swing around and whatnot. But, years before that fucking spiel was this one. It was just 2 fucking slides. And one was slightly, or at least in our heads, it was slightly more exciting than the other one. The yellow one and the blue one. And one time, when I was little, like a baby, my mom was fucking going down it with me, holding me. And I don't remember this. Well, I get vague memories, but, I don't know if they're real. You know those memories where it's like,
yeah,
worry a lot?
Like of my real dad? Yeah, I know.
Yeah. She, this big fat lady gonna go down right after us. My mom, like, turns around, like, could you wait just for a little while after we go down just to make sure, you don't catch up with us? I'm going down with this little kid. And I got, like, fucking, oh, yeah, and I'm not even supposed to be in the water for some fucking reason, so I don't know why I'm there. I got earplugs in and shit. I guess I really wanted to go down it, and they gave in. So they're like, fuck it. If we hurt him, well, he'll shut up. So I never put that
Then
part.
Your mom's up there like, look, bitch, don't go down because I don't want to have double ACL surgery when I'm trying to get out of the thing.
So, yeah, she walked up. So me and my mom go down. Lady doesn't wait at all. Just fucking gets down there and hits my mom as we get there. Now, my mom's trying to hold me above the water because of my earplugs or whatever, and this fat lady's on her underwater, and she can't get up. She comes up. My mom's got big old titties, and her top's been ripped off and stuff in front of everybody. Like, it's a small place. Like, everybody at the place is right there. There's not like both of the slides go next to each other. And yeah, that was it. Have you ever done that? Because I just realized why they must have taken me on there, because I had the earplugs. I must have been going, I want to go. So they didn't think about it this way, but they literally went, fuck it. We're going to let him go. we don't care over here. It just should, like, it's like, I was like, hey, can I eat poison? Can I eat poison? Can I eat poison? Fuck it. Maybe he won't eat enough.
I do it with mine all the time. Let me try it. Fucking try it. Try it. Go for it. Maybe you know something I don't know. Go for
it. You need to fucking wake up Walt late at night, shake him, have a little cup of fire. All right, prove it, bitch.
I'm calling you on your shit, bitch.
Put up or shut up. You know how you'll eat fire if you want to? I'll make you eat fire if I want to. You see how much bigger I am than you?
The thing is, he would put it in his mouth just long enough to spit it on me. That's what he would do. In a place like the top of my ass that I couldn't get to easily, that would burn right through me. That's what he would do.
That's how I got my polynoidal cyst.
I bet you the fat lady waited. She just got down the slide 4 times faster than you and your mom. As soon as she started, she was down. Okay, so it's steam night. They block off
what?
a whole steam night.
Like steampunk?
Like steam. Yeah, like hot water.
Okay.
They block off a hallway at the school. They black it out. They fill it with steam. Okay, so it's horrible. It's horrible to walk through. It's a nightmare. You're sweating, shit's everywhere. Every parent is upset about it. Like, there's going to be mold in the school. But you get to the back, and they have all these reptiles. They have a reptile lady, like a weird reptile lady there. And all the reptiles are nocturnal and apparently only live in fucking volcanoes. So we go through, and Walt goes right up to the front, and he wants to hold the biggest lizard. This horned lizard, right? So she hands it to him. He's holding it. Luke's freaking out, doesn't want to touch it. So Walt starts getting a little bit closer to him, a little bit closer. Luke's kind of pushing him away. The lady's asking for it back. So Walt acts like he's going to hand it to her and throws it on his brother. He clings to his shirt and pulls his shirt down. Fucking the lady freaks out. Luke's freaking out. I'm like, I'm going to have to buy a fucking lizard for this lady. Like, because if it falls, there's 40 kids that are going to stomp it to death. Like, it's over with. Everybody's chaos. But the lady, like Matrix, like somehow slows down time or moves super fast and gets it off of him. I got it all on video. It's amazing.
Did you really?
Absolutely. Yeah. Because it's so funny. But it's so funny. He looks at me before he does it. Like, check this out. And totally goes like this. And then right when she reaches for it, he just goes, whoop, and just throws it on his brother.
Oh, that's fucking awesome. God damn it.
It's awesome.
Fucking LA Zoo, they got all the birds of prey, right? First of all, I go to their fucking bird show, which was coolish, and this is an adult. Because I heard, and that lady that I lived at, what apartment that you went to, the duplex,
yeah.
She worked at the zoo. Anyhow, they got all the hawks and shit. And at one point, the person's like, does anybody want to hold up a dollar bill to let this hawk that's flying down from, a mountain over there to grab it? And I'm like, oh my fucking God, that you can do that? So only the kids raise their hands, and me. And I'm like, pick me! And she gives the kid $1 to fucking hold up. And I cannot believe they're going to let this fucking hog do it, and I'm pissed that they didn't fucking pick me. That they picked this fucking kid. Of course, she's like, all right, here it goes. And then she's like, I'm just kidding. You don't do that. That's dangerous and stuff. And I got it that I wasn't supposed to raise my fucking hands. Because clearly they're not going to let you do that because it's an insane thing to fucking do. But the other fucked up part about it is, because there are all the hawks and whatever, they're not like in a cage. They're around there. And they swoop down and pick up French fries and shit off the ground. I cannot believe a kid hasn't lost their fucking finger.
Right.
I cannot believe that that's okay. I'm glad it's okay, but yeah, that is.
I've got something for that. Okay, this is what we'll do. We'll stand outside the gate and we'll give out free French fries. And just like your parents let you go down the slide, some kid will bitch enough that his parents will let him have French fries during that show. I promise. And we'll just sit back and watch. That's all we'll do. And we'll take a bunch of mice and we'll throw them at the parents so they catch them right as the birds swoop down.
Dude, they did that shit. Where right over our fucking heads and they threw up a little fucking... It was a fucking sweet show, except where they tricked me.
I think we learned at the mystery spot that you are not afraid to answer over a bunch of kids.
It's so bad because I take people for their fucking word. And
I thought it was awesome. I thought you were nailing all the answers. I was proud of you.
Yeah. I know. How much do you know that? Like, I honestly feel like there was some class that because I went to so many high schools, I somehow missed this class that everybody else got. Because there's so many things I'm just like, I didn't know that was a thing. Sorry. I don't know.
It was called Social Graces.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm a fucking moron. What are you going to do? This might be the best story I've ever fucking heard in my life. It makes me so mad that it's somebody else's. She works at the zoo, like I said, and she's like an administrator, not a fucking zoo person, but she's also like the mother figure, right?
Yeah.
One day she gets called down to Billy the elephant's fucking cage. Someone calls her, it's like, hey, you get down to Billy's cage, we need your help. She goes down there. Now what Billy has done is taken the 4 tires that he has in his little pen, put them all in a row, and is fucking the fucking whole row of tires. Now this is like, people are watching this go on and stuff. This is like in the back. There's an audience and shit. She's of course like, well, what the fuck am I gonna do? So
get in there and finish him off.
Yeah, like they can't, like they sprayed him with a hose and there's nothing to do. So she gets he finishes and fucking comes. Now she doesn't add this part of the story, but it has to be true. Is somebody in the audience got hit with some elephant cum, and I want to fucking know that person.
Or somebody went home and invented the fleshlight. No, I saw an elephant do this. It totally works.
I love that he fucking used all the tires. Like double-handed, so you get the whole sensation the whole time. There's no fucking air. It's genius. That fucking Billy.
Well, you leave one out and that tire gets jealous and then what to do with the other tire.
Fucking, I haven't talked to her in like months. Finally, I get a hold of her. She's been in hiding from the Armenian mafia.
What the fuck?
Because she was testifying against them because they had robbed her and a bunch of people on her block. And
you never fuck with Armenians.
She was
Everybody knows.
No, she was nobody else would. She was the only person to come forward. And
no one else is in hiding.
She had been in witness relocation, and they had been, the court was done, they were going to jail, and then she moved. But yeah, she was like, yeah, she has had such an interesting life. I hope she writes a book. I told her a bunch of times.
That is fucking wild.
Yeah. See, that's 2 stories that I don't have that she fucking has.
Yeah. And one's like ultra scary, and the other one has Armenians in it.
Yeah. I got hit by a car yesterday.
Yeah, I need to hear that story.
Oh yeah, walking down the fucking street, towards McDonald's, and crossing the street, and this fucking guy fucking turns right as like he wants to take a right on the street, and I'm crossing the perpendicular street. He just goes right into me, knocks me out of my shoes. I roll over on his hood. This is how long it takes him to stop. Enough time for me to have the wits to go bang, bang, bang on his hood. Stop. So
he's like running the windshield wipers and shit.
Yeah. Like so I get out and I'm fucking like, what the fuck, dude? Bitching at him. His excuse was, oh, I was looking that way. meaning the other way. Is that an excuse? Is that an acceptable excuse?
I wasn't paying attention.
That's what I said. I was like, I know you were looking that way. That's why you fucking hit me. And then I kept going, and then in my head I went like, what is this leading to? Like, you're okay. Like, is this really worth your time? And then I just went, never mind, okay, and walked away. Yeah. I don't know.
Don't learn anything from this.
Yeah. What was the point? I gotta get. I didn't know you could get knocked out of your shoes. I didn't know that was possible. So that was fucking cool. And I got some bruises, but you know, I'm all right.
Well, that's what you get for crossing the street in high heels, though.
It's funny, and the reason I was able to like pimp style roll onto the fucking hood is every time I walk right there, I think to myself, I'm so gonna get hit on the street one day, right at that crossing. Like it's such like an easy spot for exactly what happened, and and so I was kind of expecting it, which I also think is part of the reason I went like, is this worth it? Like you kind of set him up.
I'm getting my driver's license renewed. Like, shit's been expired. Okay? I go to get it renewed. And they asked me if I want to donate to the Texas Veterans Fund. Okay. Well, I am a fucking veteran, right? So I go up and I'm like, so what's this about? And they're like, it's just money that goes to veterans. I'm like, oh, y'all are just handing money to veterans? And they're like, yeah, it's for programs and all that. And I'm like, well, I'm a fucking veteran. So where can I get these benefits? Where do I know it's from? And they're like, we have no idea. And I'm like, you're asking for my money. You're telling me that it's going to people like me. And you have no idea what it's going towards. You know why? Because it's not going to anything. It's just going somewhere.
Yeah.
You know, it's like going to prisons.
Well, that's what I read. They kind of said the truth.
Yeah.
They don't know. I was like, I don't think they do. There's a couple people that probably know.
I don't know, man. I looked. And it's like all I did was crash my computer. This lady was bitching at the Apple people today when I was in there, like giving them hell. Her question was, how do you know who to help next after you send me back here? You go sit at this big ass table with everybody else, like during time. When we go back there, we sit down. And the guy walks by and says, how do you know who you're supposed to help next? And she goes, the guy goes, we put a description of the people in there. And I'm like, oh my God, I would love to get a hold of that. And see what they say. And she goes, oh, so you put rude, ugly woman, and that's supposed to help me? And I was like, awesome! But the guy walked away, and I was like, don't say anything else to them. They remember. And she's like, what do you mean they remember? I'm like, they're writing in there right now, like, this lady's a bitch. Today, March 26th, this lady was a bitch. And she's like, how do you know that? I'm like, because 2 years ago, I came in here and talked shit about an iPhone, and I'm still catching shit about it when I come in. I was so sweet today. I gave cavities today. I was so sweet. So nice. It was so against everything, but I felt better at the end. I mean, like I said, the man hugged me. Yeah. Like he did me so right today. Like, and they've done so dirty in the past.
No, they really haven't done you dirty. They just haven't gone out of their way to help you. No, they gave you what they should give you, the bare minimum.
Bare minimum. The ugly rude lady starts pulling this move. What's that guy doing over there? What's that guy doing over there? Why isn't he helping anybody? And I'm like, you're cutting your own throat, lady. You have no idea what you're doing. And you know what? When I left, after all this, after the embrace and all this stuff, that lady was still fucking sitting there. Like, nobody was helping her. But it was cool because I bonded with them. Like, you're not going to help her, right? Like, hey, I'll tell you what. Why don't you erase my old shit and just write shit about her?
Did you transfer my file to her file?
When that guy calls me, he will call me. I promise, to check on my computer. I'll be like, can you get in there on your little iPad and erase all the bad shit about me? Or maybe he's going to call and be like, I'm sorry I was so nice to you. I didn't know what you did 2 years ago.
Mr. fucking Milk Bath.
Like, he went to the back and they're going to be like, I can't believe you were nice to that guy. He had cheese in his phone.
The lady, the rude fat lady or whatever, we had someone at a pizza place. This lady called up I can't remember what she was being a bitch about, but she was being a bitch about something. We kept having to like switch phones with people. Finally, she went like, "Never mind, I don't want to order because you're gonna poison me," and hung up. Which means she knew she was being a fucking bitch.
She knew she was being a bitch enough to convince someone to kill her.
Yeah. We're gonna poison you. Like she went right past like spit in my food or whatever, just straight to poison.
I don't know, man. I definitely have to change that about myself, though. I think my life would be so much easier if I would just be nicer.
Yeah.
You know, but if you go in there, like think about anything. Like if somebody shows up and they're talking shit, like your natural reaction is to be like, well, fuck this guy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. That's a good way to think about it.
I try to, yeah. I wish I could do that with people I care about, but
Right.
but I'm really good about being nice to strangers. My least favorite people, anytime you're in the service industry, are people that expect me to remember them.
Oh, I know.
I don't give a fuck if you come in every goddamn day and we talk about your goddamn children. I'm not going to remember you. At best, I'll remember your face. At best, that's what you're going to get. Don't come in and be like, I get the usual.
I was just about to say that.
I don't know who the fuck. I don't do that. You know how I get the usual? Is the people that I go to all the time have it ready for me if they see me. Like the cigarette store, they know I'm going to get 2 packs of cigarettes. They put them on the fucking counter while I'm getting whatever the fuck else I'm getting. I tell them they don't have them there. I go up and say 2 packs of cigarettes.
Right. No expectations.
Yeah.
It's nice when they have it ready.
Wait a second. You're telling me I have to order? Don't you know this guy? Fucking shit.
You ought to have something that is just the usual when people ask for it.
Yeah.
Like just like onions with poison. That's what we call the usual. I thought that's what you ordered. Look on the menu, the usual, onions and poison.
Fucking get to the point of snapping. I'm so sick of all the, here you go, thank you, you're welcome, have a great day, thanks for that.
Right.
Have like one word that covers all that bullshit. Schlarp. Good. We're friends. Yay. Yeah. I've done my job. You compensated me for it. Schlarp.
Just start giving the thumbs up because it's free. Like I used to do the high five because I'd watch people panic, like, "Oh my god, what do I do now?" You go up and they freaks people out. So now I do the thumbs up, and it's so weird to see people be like, "It's like I know that bothered you. I know it bothered you to do that." You seen The Notebook?
No.
Okay. Well, don't. First of all,
I'm not. I would. But there is no grouping of words that could have come out of your mouth that would have made me go, okay, I'm going to go watch The Notebook.
Let me sum it up. A lady's got Alzheimer's. A husband shows up every day and reads their story to her. The way I want it to be is the guy shows up every day to read it to her, but then at the end, it's him that has Alzheimer's, and she's faking it to make him comfortable. And every time he leaves, she's like, God, can y'all please fucking do something so he doesn't come back tomorrow? Tranquilize him. I don't care. Electroshock therapy. I cannot hear this story anymore. I would love it if that's how it ended. But basically, they just get in the same bed together and die. And all I can think about is 2 old people shit in the same bed last night. Like, it's so gross to me. Because I'm pretty sure when you die, you shit.
Yeah.
Which is why I always eat so much before I go to sleep. Just because I know somebody in my family is going to have to clean that shit up. Like, if I was going to commit suicide, I would totally Chinese food buffet for the whole solid week and hold it in. Just so whenever I died, all they could talk about was the insane amount of shit that came out of me. Here lies Craig. He was so full of shit, it was unbelievable. That's what and my last wish is going to be like, I know a bunch of shit's going to come out of me. I want it bronzed and I want to be buried with it. Because they have to do it. They have to.
Oh, well, I've decided I want to be done when I die. I want to be turned into like a turducken. Like, I want you to take like a fucking rabbit and shove it into a swan and then shove that down to me and put me inside of like a horse and then kill an elephant and put me the horse inside the elephant and then fucking put me in the goddamn giant coffin and make Jarrett carry it.
You're going to do true turducken, though. They had to put you inside a donkey that goes inside a mule that goes inside a horse. Like, we had to kill 27 animals.
Exactly. Like, that's why I want some inside of me, too. I want to be turducked as well.
It would be worth it just for when one day they find the fossils and they're like, what the fuck is this?
What the fuck happened here?
There's no way this happened. Like, you would throw everybody, like, all sides would be just fucked after that.
All right. So clearly the person shoved a rabbit into a goose's mouth and ate it. But then how did he get inside the horse? And then an elephant ate the horse? What the fuck is going on?
I thought they only ate plants and peanuts.
Every animal involved except for the person is an herbivore.
And they just be like, man, the world was a crazy place back then.
Oh no, you could do the horse also. Okay, so I did the rabbit and the goose, and then I ate the goose, and then I fucking crawled into the fucking horse. But then how do you get it in the elephant? The elephant, that's the fucking problem. How did we do that? We can figure it out to here. But after that, God. That's it. That's the proof of God is the human turducken. I want to eat that.
Maybe if you could be shoved inside the horse while it was still alive and convince him to run into the elephant's asshole would be the only way.
Maybe. That might be the only way. Or you have a really big crane system.
Yeah. Or maybe some kind of vacuum that sucks the horse into the elephant. I'm going to go to UTD tomorrow and ask them. I got one for you, college kids. How do you get a horse shoved with a human who's got a chimpanzee and a rabbit and a wren inside his stomach into an elephant's asshole? Boom. And then, like, some janitor answers the question, ends up with a great job, friends with Ben Affleck, and blows him off after he buys him a car.
All right, I have to have an animal. So before the horse, though, I get into a gorilla. And the gorilla can climb into the horse with its feet, grab the fucking elephant by the ass, and pull it over the entire thing, and then crumble inside. Boom! Boom!
Dude, I'm telling you, we got a baby wipe warmer at a baby shower for the babies. The babies have never had a warm wipe touch their bottom because as soon as I got it, that was in my bathroom. It's a game. Sometimes I shit when I don't even have to shit.
Yeah.
Just to use it.
I still have that pack you got. It hasn't made it to my bathroom yet.
Oh, take it in there right now. It'll change your life. It'll change your life.
After you left, there was multiple times I found little wadded up ones of those. What the fuck were you doing? What else do you, like, what out of the bathroom do you use those for?
Oh, it was cleaning tables, man. What are you talking about?
Oh, okay.
I use them for everything. Everything. Then I jacked off at your house like 47 times. Like, it got to the point, like, day 3, I didn't even care if you woke up and came in there. I'm committed. I got to go. Good night, Bubba.
Good night, big guy.
Come here. Show Spence your awesome pajamas. Urban warfare pajamas.
Where is he? All I see is a floating head. No, I was kidding. It's because he's in camouflage, you goofball.
Exactly right.
I was saying he's invisible. He knew that.
Good night, Bubba. Come here, hard ass. Say good night.
Good night, Daddy.
Say good night to Spence.
Good night, Spence.
Oh, what's up, Walt? How
I
you
told her
doing?
about you throwing the lizard on your brother. It's steam night. Put it on Luke's chest. Give me a kiss.
Hi.
Hi.
It's all an act. You
look like such a faggot.
Oh, dude. That kid walks in with his little stuffed animal and stuff. I guarantee you he's in there sharpening knives when he's asleep and stuff. Like, he came home the other day with a fucking, like, really nice knife. I'm like, where did you get that? He's like, oh, Brian gave it to me.
Your phone is about to die, I think. I don't know. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, I can hear you, and the screen is dying.
It totally is. Hold on.
Well, no, dude, we have so much. We're done. All right, dude. Into this episode, whatever it was called. Send me
5.5.
Yeah, 5.5. The whole just dating and shit. We're all interviewing for like a personal fleshlight, basically. That'll
That's
go
right.
on with you. You're just trying to. That's really all you're fucking doing. Or, you know, a dildo. You're looking for a dildo or a fleshlight that will chat with you.
That will let you be mean to it.
Yeah. Yeah. That's all it is.
And that's good for people like me that has no problem getting the job, but I have a hell of a time keeping the job. I could totally go out and get a job tomorrow, but come next Tuesday, I'm totally not going to have a job.
Some names, dates, and locations have been changed to protect the guilty. Only Craig and Spence should be judged by the content. We're the villains. Oh yeah, check out our podcasts on iTunes.